The party
Guy
was lame to me.
Fieri.
Fieri.
That's the fun.
Yeah.
So they're trying to track him down. Mora's at the party.
I just want to say, you are never allowed to pick the freaking theme for anything again. Okay. Albuquerque, fire truck. We're just yelling out words now? What's going on here? Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BS Drunk Movie Reviews. This is a weekly podcast, and we do upload the video version of this to our YouTube channel, so be sure to check us out there. My name is Matt, and as always, I'm being joined by my co-host and sister, Vetta. Vetta, how you doing?
Hi. Good. How are you?
I'm good. And on this good. On this episode, we have a special guest, Vex Electronica. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here because we're discussing what I think was the best movie of last year and technically this year as well, because it released in some markets in 2025.
Right on. I agree. It was my favorite movie of 2024. Yeah. Okay. And the movie we're talking about is Nosferatu. We're going to get into it. But before we talk about the movie, we are going to be asking the most important question of the night, and that is, what are you drinking? And Vex, since you're our guest, we're going to ask you first. What are you drinking?
Oh, now I actually wish I had my camera set up, but I'm drinking water, but it's special water because my wedding anniversary was at the beginning of October.
Nice.
So my husband bought me one of those, like, you know, those giant like metal tumblers that are like bejeweled or whatever.
Oh
yeah.
Right. So he got me one of those, but it's a Terrifier one. So it's
got
art on it and everything. Yeah. So I've been drinking all of my water out of that. So it's Terrified water. There you go.
Nice.
Love it.
Vetta, what are you drinking?
I am drinking Nosferatu's blood.
Nice. And what's in that?
It's a vodka, Grand Marnier, and pomegranate juice.
Grand Marnier.
A splash of lemon juice. And then I have a rum and Coke for backup because, as you saw from the glass I showed you, it's very small.
Right. It's not enough. It's never enough.
It's not.
I am having a caramel apple since it's the spooky season. Now It is, I changed it up a little bit. It is,
that's
Fireball, but Fireball has this new like green apple whatever, and it's delicious. So I grabbed that, and then so that's in there, and then also some schnapps. What is it? Hold on, it's the
No, you're
this
so
sounds
prepared.
disgusting.
It's a butter shots, schnapps, and everything, and then I put Dr.
Butter
Pepper.
What now?
Butter. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I can't say it right now, and you're. Okay, we're moving on. Anyways, so to our movie, Nosferatu. In the 1830s, estate agent Thomas Hutter travels to Transylvania for a fateful meeting with Count Orlok, a prospective client. In his absence, Hutter's new bride, Ellen, is left under the care of their friends, Friedrich and Anna Harding. Plagued by horrific visions and increasing sense of dread, Ellen soon encounters the evil forces that are far beyond her control. Dun dun dun. Now, before we get started on the movie real quick, I just wanted to ask you, Vex, what made you pick this movie besides the fact that I said pick a spooky / scary movie because it's Halloween season?
Honestly, I just showed my husband it for the first time and it was fresh in my mind. So
right on. Yeah, no.
That's really the only reason.
Yeah, it was a good pick. As soon as you said it, I was like, yay, and everything. Okay. And
now, have you both seen the original, the like 1922 version?
Yes, that's my favorite movie of all time. And I also
absolutely love that. Like, even for the time, the makeup work at that time, phenomenal.
Beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I own it on DVD. So yeah, I love it. It's so great. Okay. All right, so we'll get started on this little movie. All righty, so we start this scene off right, and we get Ellen here, who is played by Lily Rose Depp, and I have to be honest with you, hottie patati. So
it comes from good stock,
right? Yeah. Like I was just like, oh my god, this girl is beautiful, and then when the movie came out, everyone was like, yeah, but she's got weird nipples. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's what you should
We're
be
the
focused
awesome
on.
nipples. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, because that's why guys climb out of bed with women, because they're like, oh, that one nipple's a little inverted.
Yeah.
Now,
Your nipples are gross. I can't fuck you. Okay, so
but when Total Recall came out and they had the chick with three breasts, men went bananas. But now they're picky over this. Come on, fuck off.
I'll take the 3 boobs. I'm totally fine with that too. Okay, so she's praying. And at the same time, she is getting this like vision of Count Orlok, which real quick, I just want to say every time in this movie, they kept saying Count Orlok. And they said it, I was like, Olaf, Frozen. But I just love their little accents. It's so funny. Okay, so
it would have made it better if her name was Elsa.
That would have been great. Okay, so she's having this like vision or whatnot. And it's and she's walking through this estate or whatnot, and while she's doing this whole thing, this is very, very sexual. I don't know about you guys, but I was just like, I think she's getting all hot and bothered, but she's also having like a seizure. She's all like, she's going crazy.
Well, sometimes it's just that good.
Yeah, sometimes it's just
nothing like 500-year-old Romanian dick to get the seizure.
Right? Apparently, that's the dick you need.
Right. Okay, so she wakes up in the morning, and this is obviously before her man, played by Nicholas Hoult, who just hottie patati also. So this is Thomas. And he's getting ready for the day, and they're newlyweds and everything. So she's just like, oh, stay in bed, don't go to work and everything. And he's like, I got to go to work. I got to pay the bills, honey. They come around once a month like clockwork, And so she
wants to make partner so he can support her at the level she needs.
Exactly. But I have to be honest with you, I love their house. I know it's smaller, but I find all the houses in this movie very cute. I even the castle, I'm like, it's dreary and shit, but it's still like, I don't know, I like it.
Castle isn't dreary?
That's true. That's a great point. Okay, so we're going through this. I also love this hustle and bustle. It's very, Oliver Twist. I'm all like, who will buy these roses and stuff. And again, I love all the architecture. It's so great. I know it's like, old timey and everything, but I don't know. There's something about it that's very, very nice.
It's period accurate. There you go.
Yes, it's very nice. So
doom and gloom. No wonder people died young back then.
So he gets to work, and this is his boss, who
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah, knock. And he's like, hey, buddy, listen, I got a client that wants to buy this old gross mansion. But I need you to go and get the paper signed, and everything. You got to go yourself. And he's like, oh, I'm all right, but
it's so far away.
It's so far away. So he tells the missus and everything, and she's like, please don't go. And everything. I'm like, yeah, because I'm surprised you guys are even out of bed. You just got married. Like, come on. What are you guys doing?
Why doesn't he take her with? Because I feel like back in those days, like the wives went everywhere. Because for Pete's sakes, he isn't even leaving town and letting her stay home alone. He's got to find caregivers for her. He's got to find babysitters. He takes him to his friend's house and is like, will you babysit my wife while I'm gone? Make sure she doesn't whore herself out.
I mean, that's a good point too. I didn't even think about that.
I thought the whole point was like it was still frowned upon for women to like escort the husband on work, like business matters, because they're not exactly like privy to that kind of information. And also, at least with this version of it, Eggers really plays up like it's not a mental health, but like the magical aspect for Ellen, which they perceive as like she's crazy sort of deal. So it's like
it's like she's schizophrenic.
Right.
So it's like, I better not take this crazy bitch that, just like orgasms and seizures in gardens like on a 6-week road trip. So
she'll ruin everything. Damn woman.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you guys picked it up when you watch, because I've watched this movie 16 times now since it came out. I love this movie. Okay. But anyways, so if it's 6 weeks travel, so that means he leaves right around Halloween, and then he comes back in Christmas. So this is like a dual holiday movie.
Nice. I did not pick up on that. That was like whoosh right over, right over. Okay, so she's all like, she's like, okay, if you got to go, I guess, but things aren't too great if you go and everything. So then we hop over to his rich friend's house. This is Frederick and his wife, Anna. And I have to be honest with you, I do not remember their children's names, but they have 2 little girls.
I don't think I think they said it once, but it was so inconsequential that it doesn't matter if you. They're my 2 little girls, my darling girls, is what Friedrich always says.
Yeah. And I have to be honest with you, I thought Frederick and Anna I think they're nice. They're so nice and everything, and they're like rich. And I'm like, I thought rich people were dicks.
I think they're super nice, because if any of my friends came by and said, I got to go out of town for 6 weeks, here's my wife, I'd be like, oh, shucks.
Pass. Pass on that. I don't want your crazy wife up in my house. I have children. So, right? And while they're sitting here chit-chatting, I think it's here, he says he can't keep his hands off his wife. That comes up later. And he's like every time I see her, I just gotta fuck her. And I'm all like, hey, I get it. So, and they're drinking and smoking and everything. It just looks like a good old time and everything. And then you get the girls, and they're screaming because they're like, Mom's gonna make us go to bed. And I was like, yeah, Mom's a dick for making you go to bed. But and they're super cute and everything, and everything. I have to tell you right now, not feeling the puffs on the dresses, but to each of their own.
Oh, I love the puffs on the dress.
I don't like clothing. But the whole thing is could you imagine? You probably spent an hour plus just getting clothes on at this time. I'm so glad I didn't have to
Can you imagine that now? Are you ready yet? Almost. Jesus Christ. It's been an hour and a half.
I'm just trying to figure out how people survived in the summer, because there's like 4 layers that they're wearing underneath the dress.
Right. That's so
and they're not bathing every day on top of that.
Yeah, they're like, God damn it, it's so hot out here.
Oh God, their houses just must smell disgusting.
Maybe
stank everywhere.
Right.
So then these 2, they're having a little, kiss or whatnot. And then he gets ready, and she's doing her thing. And then we get Knock here, all naked and everything.
Who's
and he's doing
guy's boss.
Yes, he is the boss of Thomas. Yeah. And he's doing his little Satan worshiping and everything. It's like, oh, master and everything. Super fun. And so she bids him adieu, and he gets on his horse. And go ahead.
When she's cutting off her hair a few scenes back, she's possessed when she's doing that.
Yeah, that's right.
Like she doesn't realize she's possessed, because I guess when we get to that part of the film, we'll discuss it further. I do like that we have like a little more explanation as to how Orlok came into contact with Knock. Like it's not explicitly stated, but enough is inferred that you can like Knock was looking into the dark arts, and he came across this, and this is how he ended up summoning the demon form, for lack of a better word, of an old count.
Yeah. So then we get this almost like a travel montage of him, and he's setting across the country, and he gets to this little village. Now, I want to be honest with you, even though these little gypsies were all like, doing their own thing and being weird and everything, I found it charming. I was like, oh, look at your little huts, and you guys are dancing, having a good time and everything.
You'd be strung up by the courts for saying gypsies are cute.
Isn't that what they are? Aren't they just little, gypsy people, just all like, with their little tambourines and shit?
They are, but gypsies were not at all looked upon well in this time. I mean, in many parts of the world, they still aren't looked upon very well.
Gotcha. Well, I thought they were like, I was like, they're just doing their own little thing, having a little music and everything, just cursing people and stuff.
Well, I think they were just always looked at as thieves and con artists that just travel around. That's why they have to keep moving.
Right. Lowly people, like the ones that Hitler tried to go after.
Yeah.
Right on. So he is looking for a room to rent and everything. So he goes into this, we'll say inn. I don't think it's an inn though. It's just like a little, like their bar / tavern.
Somebody's house, and they've got an extra room.
Yeah, and these people, and it's so funny because it's like I the whole time I'm all like, dude, get a clue. They're telling you to get out. They're telling you run away and everything, and you were just not getting the hint. But he's like, listen, I need a room. And she's like, fine, I'll give you a room. And everything. So while they're doing this, they come across this like the gypsy people. And there's this Cher is on her white horse, just going through the woods naked. Okay, so then they come across this grave or whatnot, and they open it up, right? And there's this dude in there, and he's looking all mortified and everything. And he ends up. Hold on, I'm trying to get it. Oh crap, I missed it.
Oh, booby!
So they come across this dude, and he says some magic words. Oh man, I keep missing it. Ooh, sorry,
it's okay.
This thing. So he's all like, we're just gonna release this demon kind of thing. So then he ends up, and Thomas follows him, right? He's like, what's happening here? And
he's
Thomas,
an old Yenta. He just can't let it be.
I was about to say, sometimes it's good not to be a Yenta, Thomas, because you just come across, weird rituals and shit. So then he stabs this dude, and he just bursts out this gross blood and everything. Obviously, a vampire. And ew, look at him, gross. Did anybody else, as soon as this happened, I immediately thought, was that the slime from Ghostbusters 2?
Oh my gosh, no, I did not think that.
Okay. No, just me. Okay, all right. Out now, brown cow, to each their own. Okay.
Oh, you mean like the slime from the river? I can see that. Yeah.
So he wakes up like he's had a bad dream. He's coming here.
Yeah, he sees his feet were all muddy too. So what he did witness was in fact real.
So then he comes out here and nobody's out in the town and everything. So he's like, all right, I gotta get
took his horse.
Yeah, they
took his horse.
Yeah, which rude. I guess gypsies do steal everything. And so then he's on foot, and we come across this dark wooded area. Now I have to tell you right now, this was my favorite scene in the whole movie. I love this part right
One of the best scenes in the movie.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
This is a great scene for sure.
Because I just love how it's all dark and everything, and you just have this path, and you got the little cross like road, and then like the lights coming. I just really liked it a lot. Like the whole time.
Can we just say, this scene right here, I would not have made it to this scene coming up, because this right here, I would have been like, and by myself, right. I'm gonna die. I need to go back. Where did those gypsy people go? I need to hook up with them again, because I'm dead if I keep going down this path.
Right. So
by the way, this is all real snow coming down. Like none of that is CGI snow. Like Eggers really did not want to use VFX as much as possible.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, because I do like it. It's very cool. So we get this carriage coming at him, right? And I like how it just like appeared out of nowhere almost. It was very, very cool. I liked all of it. And I love how these horses are just like coming at him. It's like, oh, is it going to stop and everything? And it does stop. And now I don't know about you guys, but when I first saw this movie for the very first time, I was like, where'd the horses go? They just disappeared like a Houdini trick. They're still there. I just thought they had disappeared. And I was like,
just the lighting. Okay.
Yeah. I was there. So it's there. There's nobody driving it. Just, hey, look, a carriage and everything. Like those horses are.
You should always get into, just horse-drawn carriages.
Right?
Like getting into a white van.
I have candy for you. Come to my castle. So
there are a lot of red flags here for Thomas, and he's not listening to any of them.
Yeah, so he gets in the carriage, and some wolves are chasing him and everything. And when he gets
those are Dracula's wolves.
So he gets to the castle, and again, nobody meets him at the door and everything. And I'm all like, that sucks. Can't even afford some servants. So he comes in, and there's Count Orlok.
Look at how cute he looks in the fucking fireplace light. Look at him. Oh.
He's yes. So then Orlok, he pours him some wine and everything, and he's got him some dinner or whatnot, and you can't see him the whole time. You're all like, what's going on under there, Orlok? What are we doing? What are we doing? Everything. So, and he talked, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember exactly what he says right here, but he's like, welcome to my castle.
Oh, well, he goes over the letter, and he's telling Thomas to, eat, and you must be weary after your travels and whatnot. And then Thomas starts to be like, hey, like I met some locals on the way and they were like doing this stuff with a body. And he's like, you know what? I don't want to talk about this. Like, just ignore the locals. I'm looking forward to getting out of here and coming to a modern, city without these, folk sensibilities and whatnot, right? Which I thought implied that they're coming for Orlok, or they know that Orlok is a vampire.
Yeah, that's how I took it. I took it more as the natives are getting restless and suspicious, and he wants to be gone before they connect the dots.
So then Thomas here, he's all looking scared because Orlok, he's got some supernatural abilities and stuff, and he can provoke fear in you.
There's there's the scene where the statue at the fireplace, the head turns briefly. I really like that because I don't know if you guys saw the 1977 adaptation at all of Nosferatu. Did either of you watch that?
No,
I have not.
Oh, okay. So that version, like this, so Egger's version kind of takes the best bits from both adaptations and then puts his own twist on it. And then the 77 version, it takes a little bit more from Dracula and it extends out the castle scene, and it really plays up the idea that Orlok can influence reality or how you perceive reality. And it's pretty clear that he makes that, like, this film makes it clear in every scene featuring Thomas in the castle. He doesn't know what's real and what's fake in here. Like, there's only 2 instances where we know that he's for sure awake and he's not imagining things. So I do appreciate the subtle magic in things. Like, it doesn't go full on like supernatural with it. But again, like, because that creeped me out when I saw I thought I was imagining it when I saw it the first time. I was like, oh no, I was totally right in thinking that. I thought they got the fear down so right in this scene. I felt terrified.
Oh, for sure. I was almost pretty sure that if he would have got close to Thomas, he needed more than a bath. He needed a new set of clothes. Because he's probably pissed his pants at a minimum.
A little bit of shark coming out at the very least. Yep.
A little bit of shark. So after this, we get a lovely beach scene with some crosses. Look at that. So we get Anna and and Ellen, thank you. And they're on the beach with the 2 young girls and their nanny and everything. And they're just chit-chatting about their lives. You know how girls do. And Ellen's just getting all full on crazy. She's like, "Hey, I'm a psycho." And she's like, "I'm scared for my husband," and all that good stuff. And Ellen's, Anna, she's trying her hardest. She's like, "Listen, I love you. You're my bestie," and everything. She's like, "You need to just calm it down, sister."
She's like, "You're my ride or die, but bitch, there's only so much room in this car, and you've already brought way too much crazy to fit anymore."
Yeah. And even though she says some like weird shit and everything, I really did like Friedrich and Anna. That's why I feel bad for them at the end, because I'm all like, they're just good people, and like bad things happen to them. I'm like, oh, that's a bummer. But it is indicative of real life. Just because you're a good person doesn't mean bad things won't happen.
Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
So then we hop back over to Count Orlok's castle, and he gets Thomas to sign this contract thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's for the mansion.
Well, it's supposed to be for the mansion, but Orlok has drafted this completely new agreement in this foreign language, and that's why Thomas is like, "Bro, what is this? Where are the papers that I did give you?" kind of deal.
Right. And that's another thing. People, do not sign anything in a language you do not know how to read. I'm just saying.
Even if it's English, you shouldn't sign things unless you're 100% sure you understand it.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, this is going to be a hot take, but if someone wants to sign me over to Count Orlok, I'm not gonna be really unhappy about that.
Gotcha. Right on. Well, hey,
I'm just saying. Oh yeah.
You're going, I'll take all the benefits that come with that. She wants to have a seizure, okay?
Yeah. And he gives them this like huge little thing of gold.
Well, he knows what he's after,
I'll sign my name. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So he signs it, and then Orlok's like, all right, I have to go to bed now. So
he takes his locket. That was the big thing, right? Because he asked to see the locket.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's like, "My lord, my locket." And
Yeah, exactly.
You just hear bats in the background.
Yeah, which would have been like,
you should have read the fine print. It's
yeah, should have read
mine
the right. You mean it was your locket, little man. So, and then he finds these bite marks on him and everything, and then he decides he's gonna go, trouncing through the castle, right?
Well, no, he's trying to get out. He's like, "Fuck this place! I need to get out of here."
Right.
It's like somebody bit me. They stole my locket.
Right. So then he comes across this big casket, nice casket and everything.
Lovely casket. You know what? They made actual bed versions of this as a promotional thing when the movie was out. There were only like 12,000 of them ever made, but I really wanted to buy one. I don't have the money for such a bed or the room.
Yeah, wouldn't go with my decor.
Right? Yeah. So he's like checking it out and everything. It's got the little star and everything. So he takes it out, right? Or takes off the lid, and there's Count Orlok, all Zorgified and everything,
looking sexy as fuck.
I'll take your word for it.
Like the 80s porn stash too. Like I'm just waiting for him to twirl the ends.
Right. So he decides he's got to stab him. He's got to stab his stab, right?
He knows what's going on here.
He does know.
Like, I saw that thing in the woods with the gypsies.
Yeah. So he picks up this huge pickaxe, right? And he as he goes to plunge it into Count Orlok.
The sun sets, unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately. And Count Orlok wakes up, right? Now,
careful, there's penis here.
Yeah, calm down. As he does that. Now, Count Orlok, more like Big Dick McGee, if you will. Like I was just all like,
gonna say, now we know why she had a seizure.
Exactly. I was all, as soon as he stands up, I was like, well, thank you for making me feel bad about myself, the director. Jesus Christ.
He's ripped. He's got a great stash. He's hung. Like,
he's tall, dark, and handsome in all the right places.
And he's rich. Like, and he's got land.
Yeah. So then Thomas, he's all like, I gotta get the fuck out of here now because this fucker's awake. And as he's doing this, Ellen is sorry, I'm burping because of the soda.
You're good.
She's having another like seizure moment, but as this is happening,
Orlok
Thomas
is controlling her now. He's speaking to her, right? So
and so Thomas, he's just like stuck in this castle now, and he's like he's a little snack for Orlok. You can kind of see his like brain right there. That's gross. Anyways.
So hot. Oh my god, that's hot.
So he's just having Thomas as a little buffet before the travel.
This did either of you see this in theater at all?
Yeah,
I did. I saw it in the theater. Yeah.
Oh my god, hearing the blood gulping in the theater actually had me squirm in my seat. I didn't think like something like that could make me squirm, but also another fun fact, like after they filmed that scene, like the director asked, so how did it feel like to have your blood drain? She's like, honestly, it was kind of weird having a naked guy's penis rubbing up against me. After the production wrapped, I can't remember if it was Robert Eggers or it was Bill Skarsgård, but one of them took the prosthetic penis and framed it and sent it to Nicholas Hoult as a gift.
That's good. That's good. So,
that's an unboxing I would like to watch.
I would like to watch it. 1 million views on YouTube. So okay. So then the doctor, he comes over to the house. And he is going to, by the way, I like this actor. I don't remember his name. But he is checking out Ellen because obviously Ellen is, she's got some issues and everything. And they just need to figure out what it is. And that's another thing that I like about this couple, Friedrich and Anna, because they call the doctor, that wasn't cheap and everything. And I just feel bad for. Okay. So he knocks her out. And then, and so she's, in her little wheelchair and everything. And he's like, hey, listen, you're going to get better and stuff. Everything's going to be okay.
Well, no, hold on. He's scolding her. He's not saying she's going to get better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
You crazy bitch. You can't just go run around looking for your husband. Like, that's not what a woman's supposed to be. You need to be
He's
calm.
like, you need to start behaving yourself. I have a wife and children, and I don't need you putting this crazy in them. So get
Okay,
your
well,
shit
we saw things differently. Okay, so then, and I just have to say right now, like, I would have, like, that's why I like this couple, because they were nice. I would have none of this. I'd have been like, all right, we've had enough of this nonsense. You can go live by yourself now. I've had enough of this. Okay.
I think
So
that's... Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think it just more speaks to Ellen's nature more than anything, because I don't know about you guys, but I kind of got some like lesbian vibes from Anna a little bit.
Oh, well, they
Just a teeny bit.
you know how girls were back then.
Well,
They had to explore a
no,
little bit.
I mean, like, even if they didn't do it, because Anna seems very proper, like she understands what's right and wrong, even in like in private matters, you know what I mean, or private scenarios.
Oh, she definitely seems like she care. I get what you're saying. I don't know if it's quite to the full-on lesbian thing, but she definitely cares more for Ellen than just a friend or a sister.
Right.
It's definitely something a little bit higher than that, for sure.
Right. And I was just like, there's an instance too where Friedrich, he kind of looks at her and just like, he says more or less like, I know your ways, sort of deal. Like and Orlok refers to Ellen as an enchantress later on. So I feel like because Ellen has or at least the way I interpreted it is because Ellen already is a bit of a supernatural individual. She is actually an enchantress. Like, she does kind of cast a almost romantic spell.
Like, kind of got like that siren thing going on.
Right. So like Friedrich always having to be on his wife is kind of, yes, he loves his wife and everything, but it's also him trying to control his own lust and not chasing after another woman. And it kind of like, when they confront each other later on, like, you can see that there was more boiling behind the facade than just like, oh, I've been taking care of you and you've been putting me through all this shit for like no reason whatsoever. So I don't know. That's how I kind of interpreted it. And it would make sense why, you know, someone like Orlok, who has all of this power and has been given immortality and whatnot, would stay so fixated on one woman.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. I mean, and if you're going to fixate on a woman, Lily Rose Depp is not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice at all. No.
She was on this HBO show called The Idol, I think it was called.
I heard about that. Yeah.
It was a terrible show, but she is very hot. Okay. So then we get back, we go back to the doctor. Now he is working out of this like asylum or whatnot. And this guy comes in, he's like, hey, this patient, he's you know,
it's a hospital. It's not
well, it looks like an asylum to me, you know what I'm saying? Because they've got cages.
It's a regular old hospital, but I get you're going.
Yeah,
I mean, they do keep their patients in cells. So.
Well, it looks like an old school. Look at this gate. It looks like it's like an old school castle. Like
that's where they keep the crazies. It's their psych ward.
So then he goes in and we get Knock, right? And Knock, he's like talking to the bird, but he's also eating the bird and everything, which is gross.
Well, he's like, Master's coming, you know, I have to give him gifts, all these gifts, his pretty bride. And he's babbling. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they're all like, all right, well, we're going to just leave you alone, psycho. Okay. And so while they're doing this, Ellen is still having seizures and stuff.
Orgasms. I think we can safely assume they're orgasms at this point.
Sure.
Yes. And so he's talking to Friedrich about this whole situation and everything. And they decide they're going to bring in what is William Dafoe's character?
Albin Erbart von Franz.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Well, I was just gonna say Albin, but look at you. Yeah, what she said. And so while we're doing this whole thing, I forgot to pull it up. But Thomas escaped the castle. He jumped out a window into a river or whatnot, and he escaped. And these nuns, these little, oh god, I can't get it. Okay, these nuns, they pulled him out of the river. And
they're trying to heal him.
Yeah, they're trying to heal him. Look at that musculature. That's hot. Okay. So then they're like, you know, he's got the devil inside of him.
No, that's not at all what they say. Okay,
I just keep seeing the ladies from the Dune movie. I'm all like, "What's going on here, ladies?" And,
I love your paraphrasing.
Right.
Let's move on.
These nuds, right? They're just like, listen, we know what Orlok is. He's Solomonari. He's of this ancient, like, demonic kind of cult. He sold his soul to the devil for eternal, like, life and power. He can cast a spell on people, and as he's getting kind of cleansed of Orlok's energy, then it cuts to the ship. And one of the things about the Solomonari, I can't say that name, but the thing about that cult or religion or whatever is that the people that obtained their power were able to control like the 4 elements sort of deal. So that's why, like, you hear Orlok saying, like, as the scene like pans in, like, have the winds carry me forward and everything.
Right. Yes. And there we are talking about this scene. Sorry, I was making myself another drink, which is on what is this? The Downtrotter? Is that what? No, that's a different book. This is the name of this boat is hold on, I'm trying to find it. I
don't remember either.
It's the Downtrotter now because I can't remember. Okay. So then so while he's on the boat, he's just eating up the crew. Num 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 num. And Nock is in here. He's being crazy. That crazy old Nock. You know how he is. And so then we get this meeting with Albin. Now Albin, he is somebody that studies the whole like occult and like
he's not he's an alchemist. There we go.
Yeah,
he's
an
alchemist.
And he knows what's doing. He knows that this is the devil. Mm-hmm. And so he, gosh, if I could get here. So this is the crew and everything. And he goes to see Ellen, and he knows what's doing with Ellen. He's all like, you know, she is the devil's harlot at this point in time. Mm-hmm. And so he's all like, we gotta cleanse, we gotta clear this house. And so
he says it like that too. This is a great
exactly.
And he cops a feel. I mean,
yep. He's trying to feel what's going on, and he tells them that they need to get her out of their house.
Look, it's a Christmas tree. See, it's a Christmas movie.
You are correct. Listen, we're watching it next month. This movie with my kiddos. So
wait, what? Hold on.
That was a lie. That was a joke. This is a joke. So
you know she's not a mom. It took her brain a few minutes to catch up with that.
Yeah, right. They would freak out. Okay, so then we get the ship. And this crew is just straight up fucked because they know what's doing. They're like, this is not good. We need to do something about this. But of course, they don't get to do anything about it because you know, Orlok and everything. Yeah. So.
Oh, he needs a snack.
He doesn't. Well, hey, listen. A voyage across the ocean. That takes a lot. Mm-hmm, and then so Thomas gets home, and everything. And look at that boat. It is fucked, right? Okay, so
plague rats everywhere.
Yeah, so then the rats come off the boat and everything. And gosh, and then we get the mansion. Oh gosh, if I could get through it. So Orlok, okay, we need to go back. Sorry. Nock escaped the insane asylum. I'm calling it a state asylum because it looked like an insane asylum. So he escapes Arkham. And he gets the master off the boat in his little tombstone, and he sails him over to, that's what I said. I just said it in French. That's why you didn't understand. So he takes him over to his mansion, which I have to be honest with you, even though this mansion is a little rundown, I feel like it's a good fixer-upper. I'm just gonna say it looks. I think
foundation is solid.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got the money to fix it up, so it's okay.
Exactly.
He'll flip it nicely in a couple centuries.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You get a lesbian in there, she will fix it up, turn around for a profit. So then lesbians can fix anything.
I didn't know lesbians were decorators.
No, they
were decorators, and the lesbians were the handymen.
That's what I'm saying. They can fix that roof. and they can fix that little tower thing, they're good to go. And they can turn around for a profit. So then Orlok's in here and he's like, we're gonna make this happen, boss. We're gonna make it happen. And the boss is all like, he's like, good, make it happen. 3 nights or whatever. And so the rats are just fucking up everything. I'm just all like, rats are gross. I fucking hate rats. They're just gross. And so then what is her name? Anna. Anna comes over. Yeah. Sorry. Ellen and Anna. They should have, one of them should have been like Beatrice or some shit like that. So I can keep them apart. Okay. So she comes over and she's like, hey girl, I'm here to help and everything. And so they're studying the bodies from the downtrodden. And they're all like, this is some supernatural shit that went
There's
down.
no blood in the bodies. Like they're bitten by rats, but there's no blood.
Yeah, exactly. So Orlok, he is doing his possession call to our girl, Ellen. Oh, I loved this part right here when his little shadow goes over this city. I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. It's like his hand. And I was like, I wonder if they filmed the city and they just had his hand go over the screen or whatever. I don't know how they did it, but it
was probably just a miniature because I've watched the scene over a couple times. It looks like it's a miniature because there aren't super, super heavy, finer details.
Yeah, no, that's probably what it is. But I thought it was very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So then, gosh, if I could talk right now. And while he's doing that, he is, what's his face? Thomas. He's not feeling good about this whole situation.
He's having nightmares now. He still feels the Orlok pull,
Right, right. And the men in this situation, they're trying to figure out what's going on still. And they're like, we got this. We're just gonna have to figure it out. And then these 2 little girls, they're so precious. I feel bad for them. And so then, he wants what's her face to come to him, right? Mm-hmm. And she's all like, no,
we're not there yet. We're not there yet. You've jumped ahead a little bit.
Sorry. Right? I'm trying. Sorry, I was just trying to move things along. Okay. Sorry.
Well, you got to match what's on the screen then.
I'm sorry. Okay, fine. So Frederick's getting to the point where he's just like, listen, I've had enough of this mumbo jumbo nonsense. We need to.
Professor Albin figures out what is going on here, and he figures out it's the Nosfuratu. I've heard of this creature before, but I don't know a whole lot about it. We have to figure out how to defeat this creature. And Friedrich's like, bro, are you cooked? What is going on here?
Because he's like, everywhere he goes, he brings death, because he brings the plague. So you have to get rid of him or everyone's going to die. He's trying to tell them, and everybody's like, oh, you're crazy too.
Mm-hmm. So then she wakes up and everything. And Orlok's all like, hello, my bride. And she's like, yo, I'm not married to you. Fuck her. And he's all like,
your husband signed you over to me and gave me the locket.
Right.
Yeah. Which I have to be honest with you, Vex. I know you're into this dude, but I don't think he's very attractive. I just want to
listen. It's an acquired taste. I get it's not for everyone. Okay.
I'm just saying, he's got a very big head. He looks like a Simpsons character. Okay. So his head is very elongated. I don't know. Anyways, so he's not my taste and everything. So he's like, listen.
I would hope not.
Your wife might have something to say about that if he was.
Well, I'm just saying, if I was gonna go for somebody, it'd be something more like Aaron Taylor Johnson in this movie. He's very good looking. Okay. So he's all like, listen, you're gonna come to me right now. And she's like, no. She's like, I'm not doing it. And he's like, listen here, bitch. He's like, you got 3 nights, and every night something bad's gonna happen until you come to me. So you better figure your shit out right now, and everything. Mm-hmm. And then he flies out the window like a goddamn bat.
Well, it was all just a dream, right? It wasn't
right. Yeah. You know what I meant. Okay. So
flies out the window, dream. No, I didn't know what you meant.
So then, while this is going on, what's her face is being attacked by Anna. Thank you. Is being attacked by the rats, the plague rats, and so she is sick now because when you get bit by a plague rat, that's not good.
No. No, there's no coming back from that because their idea of coming back from that is the bloodlet you, and now you're just dead.
Right, exactly, right, exactly. And so Frederick, he's bummed about it because this is his wife and everything, and she's talking nonsense.
He can just get a new version and start all over. She didn't give him any sons, anyways.
I mean, that is a great point, Vetta. That's a great point.
I mean, that was a big deal back then to have a son.
It was, yeah. And he was so excited about little Friedrich as well. So
yeah. And of course, and I don't blame him, he's pissed at Ellen for this whole thing because Ellen
just slept while his wife was being mauled by rats.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't her fault. She was being seduced by Count Orlok and everything.
Well, he does give her seizures.
That is very true with his big fur coat. Which I'm not gonna lie, that big fur coat, I want one of those. I've been looking online for a couple of days now. I was like, I want a big fur coat with like big. Anyways, okay, so she's all like, listen here, fuck face. I didn't do nothing wrong. It's not my fault. And so then these two, they go over to Knox. Sorry, keeping these people's names is hard. Names are hard. I hate names. Okay.
No, they're not. Like they're so easy in this movie.
So Knox, they're looking at Knox stuff and they find his little altar to the devil.
Right.
And they're like, ah shit, this fucker was all like, speaking the gobbledygook all along. And so they're like, so then they they're all like, okay, we got to figure out how to kill this thing. Sorry, I don't remember exactly what they say here. I did not.
Well, we're not asking you, to give us word for word. Just
you know what, Vetta? I thought that you were. So now that I know that, we're good. So then
you're not going for the Oscar, honey. Calm down.
I should get it anyway. So he's okay. So he's super bummed about his wife dying, and he's like trying to comfort his daughters and everything. And meanwhile, all this is going on. What's her face? She I think, is this where she scolds him for signing that paper?
Well, she's kind of riding the wave between like she's conscious of like who she is and what's happening, but she also feels Orlok's pull over her because of the contract being signed and the more ancient coven they had signed years prior, sort of deal, right?
It's almost like she's got a split personality and they're fighting over control of her is how I see it. And one wants to go to the Count and the other one doesn't. So.
Right. Oh yeah. And this is where she like gives him a little something and everything. But then she also like, I don't know.
She thinks this will cure all.
Can I just say something really weird? Because like
it does cure a lot. I just want to say that.
Well, it's okay. Movies do this a lot, and it's never made sense to me. But it's like those like the adult scenes where like there's just no warm up and no one's even remotely aroused, but they just start fucking right away anyways. Does that not weird anyone else out?
It doesn't weird me out only because like, I'm sorry, if I'm fighting with my wife and then all of a sudden she just like takes her clothes off or like starts unzipping my pants, I'm like, all right, I guess this is going down. I'm like,
let's put a pin in that. We'll come back to it later.
Yeah, you're just all like, what is this? What is this $500 charge? Why are you taking your top off? I'm trying to discuss what's going on.
But that makes sense. There's build up at least, right?
Yeah.
But like here, it's like there's no build up whatsoever. Like he was hard in literally a microsecond.
Well, I mean, it's not the wind blows.
I get what you're saying because they do that in a ton of movies where like the chick will just walk into the scene and they'll be like talking about laundry, and then 2 seconds later they're just going at it. You're like, wait, there was no kiss, there was no heavy petting, it was just full on.
Right, like I'm just saying, like she must be getting like some like damage right now because she's probably not aroused enough for this scene. I don't know. The logistics kick in and it doesn't make sense. That's all I'm saying.
Well, this movie definitely keeps to the theme of the time that like the woman's not supposed to get any enjoyment out of it. It's just for the men and producing children, nothing else.
Yes.
I mean, I guess it's kind of implied that Ellen gets satisfaction out of.
But I feel like she's the difference because
money.
Yeah, that's true. She's a different breed, so it's like the exception.
Right, because when Anna talks about it, she's she's not the same.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
You're right.
So while this is going down, this is like night number 1. No,
now we're on night number 2.
Oh, sorry, night number 2. Sorry, yeah, because then Frederick here, he is fast asleep. He is like, I am out and like a light. And Ellen here, or Anna, wakes up and she's all like, yo, you gotta come help me out here because our daughters are screaming. Now, while she's trying to wake him up, she's all like, we got to get this shit taken care of. Like right now, Mama Bear is taking over. And so she rushes to her kid's bedroom. And as she opens up the door, there's Count Orlok. And he is just having a little feast of these babies, right?
A pre-dinner snack.
Exactly. So when he finishes off them, he sees Mama Bear. And he's all like, oh, look, main course.
Can I just like I just want to point out because like we had Twilight vampires ruling vampire culture for so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to just see a vampire that's like fuck them kids.
Yeah, right. No,
I
that's
do
a great
agree
point.
with that. It is good to see like we watched oh now I can't even remember, but we watched like one of the really good vampire movies, and I'm drawing a blank on the name, but
Near
it was
Dark?
like that. Yes, thank you. Where they were just like, oh, it's a snack. It's nothing else. It's like when people eat a cow, only you're eating the people now. And I was like, there's the good vampires. Where have you been?
Right. Mm-hmm. So then we get the funeral for the daughters and the mom. And Frederick is obviously, he's just devastated because he's like, my whole world is just done.
Yeah.
And of course, he's pissed off at Ellen because he's like, you did this. You did this.
Well, he's not wrong.
I mean, he's not wrong. Like they brought. I mean, and also Thomas is a little bit to blame. He also,
but Frederick's not gonna blame his best buddy, his bro.
I mean, that's right, bros before hoes. Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, the devil's harlot. So then they are like, we need to figure out what to do about this whole Orlok situation because we need to get rid of him. So they're going to use her as a bait to get Orlok.
Well, and he tells her
that's
the plan.
What everyone else thinks. Yeah,
right. Like he like Franz goes to her and just be like, listen, like this can only be solved if you let him come to you and you kind of you keep him past dawn, you know. But like the rest of them, I'm just gonna tell them like, hey, like we can still go to his castle and stake him.
Right.
That's not really
like you have to do this because Thomas won't let you do it if he knows, and this is the only way.
Right on.
Like,
and again, I just have to
use your siren ways and keep him in your bed.
Yeah. Do it. Get it, girl. I do have to say one real quick. And this house is so quaint. I love it. Okay, so then they're getting ready to go to the mansion, but before they do that, Frederick decides to go and visit his family and everything. And while he's doing that, he opens up the casket, and he's got the little plague thing going on here too, because he must have been bitten by rats or whatever. And while he does it, he opens up the casket, and he has his way with his dead wife. Fucking gross. And they do find him, and he's dead. Which I'm all like, yeah, you should die after you're fucking a corpse. That's fucking gross.
I mean, just goes to show the lengths of Friedrich's lust. There you
go.
True.
That's true. I mean, Nosferatu more like rigor mortis, and so I'm all like, yeah. So they're like, all right, we're one down, guys. We got to do this without Frederick. So they hop on the boats and they head over to Orlok's castle or
he was
mansion.
Dead weight, anyways.
That's true.
Right.
So
he just cried all the time. Like
exactly. Yeah. What a fucking pussy. So they get into his little chamber where his coffin is, right? And it's just rats galore and everything. And
so many rats. It creeps me out.
Yeah, they find Knock and everything, and he kills himself, right? Yeah, right here. Yeah, he kills himself.
No, hold on.
Doesn't he kill himself here? Sorry,
no,
I'm sorry. I watched this like 3 days ago. I don't remember all the details.
Okay, so they open the coffin thinking that it's Orlok, and they just try to stake it, and it's actually Knock. And like Knock has like a moment of clarity where he's like, "I was lied to. Like I was just a pawn. I was like, I sold my soul and I got nothing." So then they're just like, "Please," he's like, "Please just kill me, just finish me off," sort of deal, and they finish him off.
Yeah, fuck that. And then, so then they set the fire
because they want to burn his dirt. Like Orlok can't exist unless he has like dirt from his home country.
Right.
So if he tries to get away, he can't get away now.
Right, exactly. Now I have a question for you ladies right here. When they started lighting that stuff on fire, right? Did either one of you want William Dafoe right here just to yell out, "It was a firefight"? Anybody besides me?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I
Sorry.
get where you're going with that, but I didn't think.
Yeah, I just want it. And so I love Ellen's dedication here because she dresses up like a little bride or whatnot. I didn't get a good. God damn it! I'm not good with this thing.
You are not.
And hey, I get to judge. I get to judge me. You don't get to judge me.
I'm the older sibling. I still get to judge you.
You don't get. Okay. Oh, there was. God damn it. Oh, goodness. There we go. There we go. And I mean, and she looks really pretty here. I was like, that's actually really nice. I like it. Maybe I do like the ruffles. Anyways, so she is all ready for him and everything. And so she's all like, we're married basically. So it's time to get down to the business. So then she's like, take me. He's like, I don't mind if I do. And so he like bites into her, whatever, and he's suckling at her blood, right? Now he's sucking her blood, but he's so distracted because it tastes so goddamn good. And we've all been there, right, fellas? When you're stuck in the pussy fog and you're like, I can't see what's going on and everything.
I feel like that was a bad statement to have when you threw in the blood part, because I think now your audience is gonna infer that a little differently.
Okay, well, I didn't mean it like that, naughties and everything. So he doesn't notice that the sun is coming up, and this happens. He's all like, shit. I made a mistake and everything. So the sun comes up.
Boobs again.
I will blur it out, fucker. And so he's all like, the sun and everything. And he starts to, totally turn into disgusting, like Zorgified corpse. He's gross here. But while he's done that, Ellen has sacrificed herself and she's gonna die, but she's all like, oh, my love, I love you, yada yada.
And Thomas figured it out when they were at the mansion and has rushed back to try to save her, and he has failed.
Yeah. And so he's all sad. And then William Dafoe's all like, we are saved and everything.
He's like, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. I did the right thing here. And that's the end of the movie. So, okay. So with that, I have to ask you guys, how did you feel about the fact that the ending had to be, because I don't know about you, I grew up with the Dracula movie with Winona Ryder and
Gary Oldman.
Yeah, and Keanu Reeves and everything. And and don't get me wrong, I'm happy that there wasn't a happy ending, because nothing's more annoying than when you see a happy ending and you're like, that's not how it is all the time, But how did you guys feel about the ending? Did you? Because I felt bad because I liked Ellen and Thomas together. I thought they were cute, and they were all like, they were like, she was weird, but he was all into her weirdness and everything. So how did you guys feel about the ending? Vex, you go ahead.
Oh, I had no problem with it. None whatsoever.
Right on. Vetta, what about you?
I kind of go, that's how it should end, because any other way, and it's going to give you some, any other version, it doesn't finish it. This ends it. It's ending. There's, Ellen's dead. She's not carrying it on. I'm going to assume, I don't know. It just ends it, and it just feels like that's the way it's supposed to go. Well, anything else would have been wrong.
Right. And I guess the way that Eggers decided to make Ellen in this version too, it finally gives Ellen like not only a purpose, but like she fits in somewhere. It's not somewhere
really
she
does
wants.
Give her the, what is it, where she's not just a woman. She is like the key element to the story.
Kind of, yeah. But it felt fitting for Ellen's character. That's all. Because the only other woman that we really see get a character is Anna, and Anna is just kind of, she has her place. She has molded herself to fit into society, to fit into an upper class marriage, to fit into the role of doting and dutiful wife sort of deal, right? And that's just not Ellen at all. And people have just her entire life just brushed her off as, oh, you're crazy, you're a romantic, you're an idealist, like you can't live this way or anything. And that's why that conversation with Albin is so nice on the steps, because he's like, in any other life you would have been a priestess, you would have been someone to be put up on a pedestal and worshipped, but in these modern times there's no place for you anymore. And here there is a place for her. It's just not one that she ever hoped she'd have to take or have to deal with. So
yes,
I know it's fitting. Yeah, it's fitting.
I just go, I can't come up with another ending that would have suited it. Like every other ending, I think would have made me just annoyed.
Right
yeah,
on.
I agree.
Right on.
Well,
All
like
right, go ahead.
sorry.
No,
I was just
nope.
like, I hope they don't make a sequel, but if there were ever a sequel, like it would be really cool. It would be really cool to just see like Thomas become a vampire hunter. Like he's so stricken by the loss of Ellen and his grief that he just basically becomes a vampire hunter. He becomes Van Helsing. There you go.
Right.
Okay, so one more question for you two, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Well, real quick, was there anything else you wanted to mention about this movie that we didn't talk about before I ask my question and we wrap it up?
I bought the 6-foot cutout of Count Orlok.
Of course you did.
I love it.
Do you ever make out with it?
So it's in Florida.
That's a yes.
It's in Florida, and it's in our gaming room. But like I wanted to put it in the corner of our bedroom, but my husband said no.
I would say no too.
I'm on the line there.
Okay, so my question is, what was your favorite scene? Even though I already told you mine, and would you recommend? Vex, we'll start with you.
Oh, my favorite scene was the final scene, the consummating the marriage scene. The lead up to that was just so good in my opinion. And I like that it goes back to like that old horror trope of like wait till the end to reveal the monster, whereas like every horror movie now like reveals the monster in 5 minutes and like the mystery and the scare factor is gone. So I really liked the ending. If there was a follow-up, it was probably just like, probably Orlok just like drinking Hutter's blood, just as that scene was so creepy, just listening to the blood go down his throat. But yes, I would, you know what? I would maybe recommend this to some people, but not others, because Robert Eggers is not everyone's cup of tea. Even Nosferatu in general, whichever adaptation you like, is not everyone's cup of tea. So depends who, but I really liked it. Even though people have issues with it, I really liked it. I thought it was great.
I feel you. Vetta, what was your favorite scene and what would you suggest it?
My favorite scene is actually when Thomas finds him in the casket.
That too, yeah.
Oh, you're so naughty.
It's not for that reason. That's just
Vetta. I didn't want to say it because then I would have just said like, I wish I could get in that casket with him. But I get you.
But the whole like, when he opens the casket and it pans over him and his eyes are open and everything, it's like, I don't know, it just is a really great vampire moment. Like, those good old movies where they slept in caskets and not in bunk beds and shit like that. It just, I mean, even the casket itself is really
very cool,
something to look at. So
right on.
I just really like that scene a lot. So I don't know.
Right on. And would you recommend?
I go, if somebody asked me about this movie, my first question would be, have you seen the 1922 original? And if they say yeah, then I would say, you gotta see, then you're gonna love this. Because like Vex said, this isn't everyone's cup of tea. And I personally go, you should watch it, because as Vex has said before, this was the best movie of 2024. So
it was.
I go, everyone should see it, but not everyone's going to like it. I loved it.
Right on. And I
What
already
about
said
you?
my favorite was the carriage ride scene with when he's getting the carriage ride. And then yes, I would recommend. I love this movie. It's very good. I have a good time every time I watch it. But yeah. Okay. Well, if nobody has anything else that they would like to add, we're gonna wrap this sucker up. Vex, where can everybody find you at?
I'm on YouTube and Rumble and Twitter, the
Right on.
X. I'm Vex Electronica on everything. But thank
Right
you for
on.
having me. It was nice to discuss like a movie that I really enjoyed with you two.
Yay.
Nonetheless, and I really enjoyed your piss poor overview of the movie. That's basically every major plot element. But
Well, listen, we
that
can't get
thing when
in
you
depth
ask
on this
somebody-
one.
When you're telling somebody, give me all the spoilers, and they're like, it was a movie. There was a guy. He was
we
a
can't get in
vampire.
depth. All right, that's not that kind of podcast. All right. I will leave a link in the description down below, you guys, of where to find Vex and everything. But thank you so much, you guys, for listening to us. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at BSDrunkPod to stay updated. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave us a 5-star review, you guys. It really helps us out a lot, and we would really appreciate it. We'll also be posting the video version of this, like I said before, to our YouTube channel. So be sure to check us out there. And that's at YouTube at BS Drunk Movie Reviews. Also, we do have a Patreon, you guys, with different levels to suit whatever needs you want to check out there. And if you're interested, the link for that will be in the description down below also. And please, most importantly, you guys, don't forget to drink, recap, review, and repeat. Bye, you guys.
Bye, guys.
bye.